Welcome to the AI Coach by Anil Nathu. Today, we're diving deep into decision intelligence, or, you might know it as DI.
Right.
But before you click away thinking it's just another tech buzzword,
Yeah.
I want to assure you that DI is relevant to everyone, no matter what field you're in. It's really all about making better and faster decisions. And who's on that right?
Yeah, absolutely. Everyone wants to make better decisions.
So we'll be looking at excerpts from Anil's Decision Intelligence, a comprehensive guide. You can find that over on the AI Coach website. So let's unpack this DI. What is it exactly? It almost sounds like it combines data with like human intelligence.
You got it. ADI brings together data analytics with AI to enhance how humans make decisions. We live in a world overflowing with data, and DI helps us use that data instead of being overwhelmed by it.
So it's like having a superpowered assistant to help us make sense of all this data.
Yeah, I like that. Imagine being able to analyze huge data sets, identify patterns, and predict outcomes, all in way less time than it would take you manually.
Wow, that sounds incredibly efficient. But you mentioned AI. Does that mean machines are making the decisions for us now?
No, it's not about replacing human judgment. Think of it more like augmenting it. DI offers different levels of machine involvement. So, for example, there's decision support, where AI is like a research assistant. And then you have decision automation, where machines make decisions based on rules that we set.
I see.
But even in that, like, most advanced form, DI is still a collaboration between humans and machines.
So it's more like a partnership, where each brings their own strengths to the table.
Exactly. Humans are great at creativity, critical thinking, ethics,
Yeah.
and AI can process tons of data and spot patterns that we might miss.
That makes a lot of sense. So why is this important for the average person? What's the impact of DI in the real world? Why should they care?
Well, think about the decisions you face every day at work and in your personal life. Whether it's choosing what project to focus on or the best investments for your future, we're always making decisions. But the problem is, we often make those decisions with incomplete information, or based on gut feelings and biases we might not even realize we have.
So you're saying we're kind of flying blind without really knowing the consequences of our choices.
Pretty much, yeah. And that's where DI comes in. It gives us data-driven insights and predictions so that we can reduce uncertainty and make choices that are more likely to lead to good outcomes.
It sounds like DI could be a game changer for everyone.
It definitely has the potential to be.
Okay, so then how does DI actually work? What makes it tick?
One of the core principles of DI is that it is decision-centric. This means that instead of just collecting data for the sake of having data, DI focuses on finding the right data to answer specific questions.
So it's not just about data for data's sake.
Right. It's about having a goal and then using data to figure out how to reach that goal.
Like a roadmap for your decision-making process.
That's a great way to put it.
And DI uses continuous learning to make sure you're headed in the right direction, meaning the system learns from past decisions.
Exactly. It gets smarter and more accurate over time.
So it's constantly evolving.
Yep. And another key thing about DI is that it's action-oriented. It's not just about understanding the past or predicting the future. It's about taking action in the present. DI helps you see the connection between your actions and the results, so you can choose the path that will get you to your desired outcome.
It's about turning insights into action.
Absolutely. DI empowers people and organizations to make data-driven decisions that get real results.
Now, I know from checking out the AI Coach by Anil Nathu website that there's a lot more to learn about DI. But this has been a really great overview.
Yeah, definitely just scratching the surface here. But this foundation will help us as we dive deeper into how DI is being used in various industries and all the possibilities it holds for the future.
And you can find a ton of information on the AI Coach by Anil Nathu website. It's a really valuable resource for anyone who wants to better understand and use AI, so be sure to check that out.
Okay, so we've established that decision intelligence is pretty powerful. But let's move beyond the theory and see how it's actually being used.
Yeah, the real world stuff.
Exactly, the real world stuff. What are some examples of DI in action?
Well, one of the coolest things about DI is how versatile it is. It's not just for one specific industry. We're seeing DI applications everywhere, from healthcare and finance to manufacturing and even retail.
So it's like a universal problem solver.
You could say that.
Can you give us some concrete examples?
Sure, let's start with healthcare. DI is changing the way doctors diagnose and treat patients. Imagine AI analyzing medical images like X-rays and scans, picking up on patterns that even the most experienced doctor might miss.
It's like having an extra set of eyes.
Yeah, superpowered eyes.
That's amazing. It means faster and more accurate diagnoses, better treatments, and potentially even saving lives. But it goes beyond just diagnostics. DI is being used to personalize treatment plans, optimize hospital operations, and even predict health risks before they become serious.
It's like taking precision medicine to a whole new level.
Exactly.
That's incredible. What about other industries, though? How is DI being used outside of healthcare?
Okay, let's take retail, for example. You know how you get those personalized recommendations when you're shopping online or streaming movies?
Yeah, like you might also like suggestions.
That's DI right there. Companies use it to understand your preferences, what you like, what you need, and then they tailor their offerings to you.
So it's not just random guessing?
Nope, it's based on some pretty complex algorithms,
Yeah.
analyzing your past behavior, demographics, even your social media activity,
Yeah.
all to create that personalized shopping experience. But it goes beyond just recommending stuff. DI is also used to optimize pricing, manage inventory, and even improve customer service.
So DI is helping businesses understand their customers better.
Yeah, way better, leading to more targeted marketing, happier customers, and ultimately more sales and profit.
Makes sense. But it's not just about the customer-facing side of things.
Right.
How is DI impacting the internal operations of businesses?
Well, think about something like supply chain management. DI can optimize logistics, predict changes in demand, and find those potential bottlenecks in the supply chain.
Oh, so it's about making things run smoother.
Exactly. More efficient operations, lower costs, faster deliveries.
It sounds like DI is helping businesses run better on every level.
It all comes down to using data to make better decisions.
It's really interesting stuff. But I'm sure there are some challenges involved in implementing DI.
Oh, absolutely.
It can't be as simple as just turning it on, right?
Right. There are definitely some hurdles. One of the biggest is data quality. DI systems need accurate and reliable data to work properly. If your data is a mess, incomplete, or all over the place, you won't get the full benefits of DI.
So it's like trying to bake a cake with bad ingredients.
Uh-huh. Yeah, perfect analogy.
No matter how good the recipe is, the cake won't be good.
And another challenge is the lack of people who really understand DI. There's a huge demand for data scientists and AI engineers, people who can bridge that gap between technology and business.
So education and training are really important.
Absolutely. And then there's the issue of company culture. DI requires a shift in how people think. You need to be willing to embrace data-driven decisions and trust the insights that come from AI systems.
So it's not just about the tech, it's about changing mindsets.
It's a process, a journey.
But luckily, there are resources out there to help.
Right, like the AI Coach by Anil Nathu. There's lots of great info there to guide businesses as they implement DI and other AI projects.
Okay, so there's support available for those who want to adopt this tech. But what about the future of DI? What are some of the things we should be watching out for?
Oh, now we're getting to the exciting stuff. One of the most promising trends is the convergence of DI with other new technologies, like the Internet of Things, cloud computing, and blockchain.
Those are some big buzzwords.
They are, but they're important.
Can you break it down for us?
Sure, so imagine a world where everything is connected. Sensors and devices are constantly collecting data about our environment, our behaviors, everything.
Like the Internet of Things.
Exactly.
Everything is connected and producing data.
Now, add in the power of cloud computing to process all that data in real time, and then use blockchain to make sure that data is secure and trustworthy.
I'm starting to see how this all comes together.
It means that DI can make decisions based on real-time insights, not just historical data.
So it's like having your finger on the pulse of everything that's happening.
That's a great way to put it. And it opens up so many possibilities. Personalized healthcare that adapts to your needs, smart cities that optimize traffic and energy use.
Wow, that's mind-blowing.
It really is. We're just at the beginning of this technological revolution. And it has the potential to change everything.
It's really exciting to think about.
It is. And if anyone wants to learn more or even explore a career in this field, the AI Coach by Anil Nathu website is a great place to start.
That's a great resource for anyone who wants to understand and harness the power of DI. We'll delve deeper into the future of DI and its potential to shape our world after a quick break. Welcome back to the AI Coach by Anil Nathu, where we're talking all about decision intelligence.
That's right. We've been exploring what it is and how it's being used in different areas.
And how it works. But like any new tech, it's important to think about the bigger picture, the implications. So what are some of the key considerations as DI keeps evolving?
Well, one of the most important is its impact on jobs.
Yeah, that's a big one.
As AI gets better at doing tasks that humans used to do, there's a natural concern about job displacement.
Right, people are worried about AI taking their jobs.
It's a valid concern,
Yeah.
and we need to be proactive about it, focusing on education and retraining programs.
To help people adapt.
Exactly. We need to give people the skills they need to thrive in this new world.
A world where working with machines is going to be the norm.
Exactly.
So instead of seeing AI as a threat, we should look at it as an opportunity to, do more, to enhance our own capabilities.
I like that. DI can free us up from those boring, repetitive tasks, leaving us more time for creative and strategic work.
That makes sense. But what about bias? There's been a lot of talk about AI algorithms inheriting the biases that already exist in society.
That's definitely something to be aware of.
Yeah.
DI systems are trained on data. And if that data contains biases, those biases can show up in the decisions that the system makes.
And then it just perpetuates the cycle.
Right. It's a vicious cycle, so we need to be very careful.
So how do we address that?
Well, it starts with the people designing and building these systems.
Diverse teams.
Yes, diverse teams of developers and data scientists, people who are aware of the potential for bias and are committed to building fair and ethical systems.
Right, so it's not just about the technology, it's about the humans behind it.
It's about both.
Yeah.
We also need clear guidelines and regulations to ensure that AI is developed and used responsibly.
So transparency and accountability are really important.
Absolutely. We need to know how these DI systems are making decisions. And we need ways to address any unintended consequences.
So that we can trust the systems.
Exactly.
It's good to know that there's so much focus on ethical AI these days. But enough about the challenges. Let's talk about the future. What are you most excited about when it comes to the future of DI?
Oh, there's so much potential. Imagine personalized education, where learning is tailored to each student's individual needs.
That would be amazing.
Or smart cities, using DI to manage resources more efficiently and reduce their impact on the environment.
It sounds like DI could help us solve some of the biggest problems we face.
It really could. We're on the edge of a technological revolution, one that could change everything.
That's an exciting thought. And for our listeners who want to learn more, maybe even explore a career in DI, where should they start?
Well, I'd recommend checking out the AI Coach by Anil Nathu website.
It's a great resource.
You'll find lots of information there, including Anil's comprehensive guide on decision intelligence.
As we wrap up this deep dive into decision intelligence, I hope you feel inspired to embrace the possibilities, to explore this exciting new world and see how it can benefit you.
And remember, DI is more than just technology. It's a new way of thinking, a new way of solving problems.
Combining the best of human intelligence with the power of machines.
It's about making smarter decisions, achieving better outcomes.
And ultimately creating a better future for everyone. Thanks for joining us today on the AI Coach by Anil Nathu. And don't forget to check out the website for more AI insights.